Well, we have Dr. Clinton in the studio with us this morning, and also Dr. Eggerichs, and we're talking men and women, love and respect.
We're really looking at the chapter of Ephesians, chapter 5, where Emerson's done a lot of work, and he's mined out some gold here for us. And by the way, Emerson, it's not been without its challenge, too, I think. People come back and saying, you talk about love and then, for women and respect for men. Tell us again, tease out what you mean by respect, and then let's talk about, do women get that?
Right. Well, it's a challenge. In fact, not only does Paul talk about wives putting on respect toward their husbands, but Peter said you can win a disobedient husband through your respectful behavior. 1 Peter 3, 1 and 2. No wife is commanded to agape love her husband. Only husbands are. And it is a powerful illustration.
Let me stop there with that again. Mm-hmm. He said no
wife is commanded to agape love her husband. Only in the domestic passages are husbands commanded to agape love, and that silence screamed at me. I had the privilege of studying the Bible 30 hours a week for nearly 20 years, and I got into this. I began to realize that is significant. And I'm under divine command to love because I don't think I love as naturally as Sarah. It's within Sarah's nature. And I remember praying, Lord, why have you not commanded Sarah to agape love? And this inaudible voice said, I put it within the nature of a woman to nurture. Women love to love at the level of intimacy. You have to wound a woman at the level of intimacy to get her to stop loving. I'm not going to command her to do what I created her to do because I'm not into redundancy. And the significance of that is powerful. Now, in Titus 2, the older women are to encourage younger women to love their husbands, but that's phileo, not fillet him. Phileo, it's a Philadelphia brotherly love.
Brotherly love.
Yes, and so there is a friendship, and and she's to phileo her children as well. You say to the children, does your mommy love you? Oh, yeah, she loves us a lot. Does she like you? No, we've been bad today. Hey, Harry, yeah, does your wife love you? Oh, yeah. Does she like you? No, not today. And so everybody knows she loves, unless she's been wounded somehow. My dad attempted to strangle my mother to death. And
true story?
True story. Yeah, I mean, I don't make that. No, I just thought I'd make that up, But so that trauma was there, and so I know what evil abuse is. I know what these painful things are. So when we talk about respect, we're not talking about respecting evil behavior. We're talking about coming across respectfully as we confront behavior that's unacceptable. Just as a man who is to love unconditionally is not to love her bulimia or anorexia, and that misses the point. He loves her in spite of that. He lovingly confronts that. But again, it comes back to this crazy cycle. Without love, she reacts in ways that feels disrespectful to him. Without respect, he ends up reacting in ways that feel unloving to her. So God commands us at the point of our vulnerability. I have to be more guarded, because it's very natural for me to be unloving, especially when I feel disrespected. And it's very natural for Sarah to be disrespectful when she feels unloved. And that's why you and I are not commanded with the same Greek word, because we live by the honor code. Men just instinctively honor one another, because if you diss another man in a certain situation, you could get yourself killed.
Yeah.
So we don't go there. Women just naturally do things lovingly. So that crazy cycle is explained again. But again, the foreign idea is this respect thing. So I say to women, have you ever written a card to your husband? Because women are saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, do you know what disrespect is? Oh, yeah, I got that down. But are you talking about putting on a cheerleading outfit, pom-poms? No. But here would be one thing. Have you ever written a love note to your husband they didn't keep? Maybe in Valentine's Day, you had the hearts, the X's and O's, and you came into a study, and there the card was in the waste can. And he said, you threw it away. Well, I read it. Yes, thanks. Appreciate that. But I said, beyond your words of love, say it his way, the card he'll keep. And I mentioned again that men will die for their wives. Husband, wife, 3 children in a home. Burglar comes in, murderer says, one of you's got to die, the rest of you I'll let go free. And given that's true, who dies? In the conferences, we always ask that question. Everybody yells out, the man. Okay, he doesn't want to die, but we feel like we are responsible. We don't see it as a right. But the point here is, write a note like this. Use your term of endearment, dear Poochie Poo. And say, I was thinking of you today. I was thinking today that you would literally die for me. That's an overwhelming thought to me. Thank you. And then sign it this way, ladies. Listen to me, with all my respect. Do not put the word love there. With all my respect. And then, P.S., the one who still admires you. Now, he will not throw that card away. He will not throw that card away. And this is the power of this. We also have what we call a respect test. Come into the home tonight where he's just seated, relaxed, and come up to him and say, I was thinking about you today, all the things about you I respect, and I want you to know I respect you. Then exit the room. And what's going to happen? Well, He'll follow me. That's right. Or if he's lazy, he'll call you back. Hey, wait, come back.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. But we encourage women to do this and find out, because the Word of God is teaching this, but your experience will confirm this. Now, we know you don't feel respect when he fails to be as loving as you are naturally. So right from the get-go, we love less naturally than you, and so we hurt you. We don't intend to hurt you. But I always say to women, how many of you have sons? And they hold up their hand. That mantra that I sang before, I don't feel any respect for him. He's not superior. I'm not inferior. That whole, he hasn't earned it. He doesn't deserve it. We're returning to patriarchy. I'm not going to fear his dominance. I'm not going to subject myself to emotional abuse or be a doormat. Those attitudes are going to be the attitudes that precious daughter-in-law has toward your baby boy. And if we don't change the way we're doing it, he's just going to shut down, and then he's going to be labeled as unloving. And so what we have to do is rethink this. We know this idea of respect is foreign, completely foreign. Women say, I have no idea what you're even talking about. But just trust me. Do that respect card. Do the respect test. And if you do the respect test, make sure you have something authentic to say. I've had women write me and say, they'd come in and say, I was thinking about it today, all the things about you I respect, and I want you to know I respect you. He goes, wow, what? Well, that worked, she said. What worked? Well, this guy told me if I told you that I respected you. So one of the things we point out, women say men don't get it, women don't get it. We don't get it about love. Women don't get it about respect.
Boy, it's big. I'm telling you.
It's huge.
I think here's the message this morning. We're all going to go through periods of disaffection in our relationship, times when we don't feel close. What's scary is we can subtly, even very unintentionally, get caught up in sort of a spin. A crazy cycle, Emerson, like you were talking about. And these negative patterns, ways we talk to each other, begin to take us further and further into this downward spinner cycle. And the tragedy is we wind up hating each other when we just disconnected. Maybe in the name of love, we begin to lose love in our relationship. And God forbid that. There's no doubt in my mind there are a lot of people listening right now who are saying, you know what? Been there. A lot of guys, a lot of gals listening to saying, I never thought about that. Love and respect. Emerson Eggerichs, if you don't have the book, you need to get the book. I mean, it's everywhere. And Emerson, you've come out with 2 new books. The Language of Love and Respect. Tell us about that real quick.
Goes deeper into how to communicate this. Women, again, how do you communicate respect to your husband? I mean, how do I do this without feeling kind of like I'm superficial? And we unpack that.
Good. And you got a brand new gift book.
Yes. Love and Respect for a Lifetime. And it takes all those nuggets. It's a great gift book for marriages coming up, pre-marriage kinds of things. So we're excited about it.
Great to have you in studio. You guys, I'll tell you what, that's a good morning.
You betcha.
Just over the horizon, a new light is shining. Salvation is on its way.
Uplifting, encouraging, Spirit FM, third day, and lift up your face.